Drangelino. I feel so good with Dark Souls 2. I feel so good with the hated Dark Souls 2. I have been playing recently Dark Souls 3. And I think I understand the issues with Dark Souls 3. I finished the game, I finished twice, I finished the DLC, I played randomizer. I played an NG Plus run. With NG Plus my character was more beefy. Some areas were quite easier. And then I started some new runs. Some of them are not even in video. Some of them are just I was just playing offline. Offline, I mean, not capturing any. So I have some extra playthroughs. I played one where I was trying to see. Okay, I have to beat the dancer to go and make a +10 weapon or +9. For +10 you have to beat the I wanted to try to go to very early make a +10 and then play the regular game. But I couldn't because Dancer is at low levels. You know, here I could play most of the bosses at low level. Even all of the bosses. I did a level 1 run. Because they are very obvious. And it's easy to avoid their attack. Maybe the DLC bosses would be hard. But then I realized some of the bosses in Dark Souls 3, maybe Elden Ring too, for me, the nature of the fight, it's so fast and confusing. It's like Dance Dance Revolution, where with different timing and delay, very complex songs in Dance Dance Revolution, where you are gonna make mistakes. You might avoid 7 combos and get hit once or 2 times. And Dancer was like that. He wasn't as annoying as Pontiff. When I found Pontiff, I wanted to break. He had his poses, but then he did sneaky attacks. If you try to heal sometimes. But I realized because I was doing cheap damage, it was a lot of endurance, and I didn't. I ended up using the cheat engine to make me past this point, so that I can make a +9 weapon. And I noticed some other areas are pretty fun with a +9, but some of the early areas. But you are not normally going to do a not even a +6 maybe. Maybe a +6. Maybe a +6 is where it is at before fighting the dancer. I'm not sure. And I realized there is something addictive about Dark Souls 3 fights, but I don't like it. And then I realized I was playing with a very powerful, and I was having some good armor, I was having some poise, and I was still getting hit by little goblins, mouse, dogs, and I was still staggered. I was trying to attack, and my attack would break. And I'm like, what the hell? Poise never does something. And I read that they totally destroyed poise. No, you're gonna have your attacks broken by, those little goblin trolls, those little trolls that they run at you and do some 4-hit combo thing very suddenly. Totally destroys you, and then they do it again. Everything is hyper aggressive, and poise doesn't matter. So this game, Dark Souls 3 is wrong in all ways. Because that would be a way to overcome this. Make a poise based character. Make someone with a heavy. And I figured out that poise works only. It's a hyper armor. It's called hyper armor. If you have some very huge weapon, a great sword, a great club, then you can make an attack And if someone hits you at that time, your attack will pass, will continue, and at least you're gonna kill that enemy. That's when poise works. And maybe I should try that in the future. Maybe I should make a very strong character with a lot of endurance, so that I have heavy armor, and maybe I should play with a great club or something. And that's why now I see that's why there are enemies that you attack them and they attack and you don't break their poise. And maybe that's because they have huge great sword, huge mace, and all that kind of stuff. But that's kind of bullshit because this game, because things are fast and you have to, when you attack, you have to be ready to roll like 3 times in a boss. Then it's the small weapons that play a role there. I mean, maybe you can go with a big weapon for the main game. And you might still be poised if your attack didn't start. If you got hit before your attack. So poise is bullshit in a game that they make everything hyper aggressive. Dark Souls 3, I mean. I talked previously about the input queuing, where you do this and then you press again. This is worse in Dark Souls. Everyone is catching your rolls and is catching you with delayed attacks. So yeah, you cannot panic roll, but when everything is super hyper aggressive, you get staggered all the time, you're going to escape from the situation, you end up doing that, you end up doing roll, where is my stamina? It's bullshit. They make that game screw you up in any way and removed the tools you had from previous game to... Of course you can handle it different, but now I know why. It's a combination of things. I thought it was the input queuing, it's the hyper aggressive enemies, it's the non-stop combo enemies, bosses and so on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 combos. It's the lack of poise. It's the input queuing. I think it's a combination of factors that makes... You know, people were arguing Dark Souls 2 is... they artificially make the game more difficult in Dark Souls 2. Oh, they made the hitboxes less fair, and they put this ADP thing, and so on and so forth. And maybe they did something with poise too here. Maybe they reduced the power of poise. But I think I'm kinda better with poise in this game still. With very good armor, I realize it's kinda better. And the thing is, they did it's worse in Dark Souls 3. You talk about artificial difficulty and then you praise Dark Souls 3. It's worse. I'm annoyed. I don't enjoy Dark Souls 3. This one, I might be annoyed at time, but I enjoy it. Like Dark Souls 1, I can more casually go and... I'm more calm when I play this game. And now I know, I have a lot of hours in Dark Souls 3. I have studied it. I have tried to understand what am I doing wrong. And I realize, in some cases, I'm doing nothing wrong. It's the game. Of course, it doesn't mean you can get better. But it asks me for something I don't enjoy. And that's the same since Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring and so on. They just going to push... They change. I put a dividing line before Dark Souls 3, after Dark Souls 3. Now, I don't know where Bloodborne is, because Dark Souls 3 takes from the aggressivity of Bloodborne. I played Bloodborne a little, and I think it can be annoying, but it plays a bit better. I don't remember what happened in Bloodborne with my poise. Am I getting staggered? Maybe poise works better in Bloodborne? Is there a poise? Maybe there isn't poise. But I might remember that if I get hit, maybe the enemies are not as aggressive sometimes. Maybe the bosses are, but first of all, they have the rally mechanic where if you start button mashing, you might get some health back, but it might not be always the best thing because you might be careless. Oh. Ah, yeah, we were into something last time. Oh, we are on a mana. Are we on a mana? Oh, guys, that's gonna be interesting. People hate a mana. Maybe I'll hate it. And I used to play with bows, and with both can be very easy. With an upgraded bow, it's kinda tedious, but it's easier. But now will be the interesting time because my whole thing. See, I sold everything. Drangelic. I'm gonna sell those two. My whole spiel is Drangelic. Everything must be Drangelic. Everything. I'm the Drangelic. So there is no Drangelic bow, so I'm not allowed to play with bows. So it's gonna be interesting now. I used to kill those with a bow. Oh, smooth and silky stone. Oh, you're moving slowly here. It's gonna be interesting to play this area with. Now, I do want to brighten this so that I can see the gaps. Oh boy. I still got hit. And I think my torch will go out. Yeah, I would have liked the torch, but I kinda know where the gaps are. So the problem here is that without bow you will have to fight those assholes there. Oh, I couldn't jump. Yeah. Let's try this. Yeah, they are indeed very far. Oh, it went through me. Oh, couldn't do this time. Indeed, the aggro range is very bad. Now you might not hear myself, but okay. know there is this one hiding. Look how easy it is. You see people struggling. You have to be strategic. You see people struggling, okay. You see people say, just dying. You can go with, I could even use, there is a spell, I don't have such a shield, and this is my Drangelic. This is my Drangelic run where I'm not allowed. Everything must be played with. Ah, look at that. Look at that. For good they have this thing. It helps you see. I feel, I feel much nicer playing this. I feel like I'm controlling, I'm in control. When I play Dark Souls 3, even with an NG plus character, many times I feel, here, if a mistake happens, I can correct it. Unfortunately, the aggro speed is very bullshit. My god, it's on the other side. Dude. Where is he? Ah, by the way, that's the right place to... Okay, I think now that... because I'm using a torch, I'm more visible to the enemies. I think now because I'm using a torch. I realize it now, because of my torch. I never did this with a torch. I was very carefully trying. And of course I deplete my torch if I roll in the water. I realize this is gonna make me more visible to the enemies. Yeah, it can be kinda tedious if you want to do everything again. Now that enemy, I think it's, I don't know. I might have to fight the hypo. I don't know about you, but I might have. Oh, he's coming. I'm waiting you. He is very dangerous here. Yeah, I think I was much better with arrows with a bow. That's a big area here. I thought you would be falling here. But no. Now you are not allowed. I'm gonna try something. You're not allowed to use a bow, but you are allowed to spawn. You play only with Drangelic. That's the thing. Oh, he's coming. You son of a bitch. Let's make. By the way, this one can be farmed for twinklings. How long does that go? I don't remember. Okay, it ends here. There is a tree here. So the torch is not a good idea because they can see you. I didn't. It's a good idea. It's funny that you erase your torch and the torch comes back. Oh! I don't remember that there was so many vases here. I thought there was only one or two. Oh, now I cannot see. I rolled for some reason. There was no point. Because I was gonna curse anyway. And it's still not very visible, okay? The whereabouts of the... Oh, look, it's falling here. And now this might not be good because I'm gonna be ganked by... So the torch makes me more visible. I know it's not easy. Like, okay, yeah, the torch can help you to... there is a bit of tediousness if you want to do everything. And normally in these runs I don't need to do everything, but you see there was an Estus shard if you want to have full S. There are so many things that you might be missing and not know. And you might just drop in the... Although one of them I have so many, it doesn't matter. I know I can survive without. Just good to... Ah, this one can be dangerous because I don't want to fight him on the bridge. I need to fight him here maybe. Okay, and... Stamina is depleted. This is pretty... First of all, I'm in a Drangelic run, which means it means no bow, no mace. There wasn't anything to do here. I think I have to finish the whole game and get the crown to come here. So you see, it's a bit tougher, but I manage it and I enjoy it. That's the thing. I always, even with this I feel in control. I mean, I have leveled up so much. because I didn't care about other things and I wasn't constantly upgrading everything. I sold all the other stuff. I guess that's why I leveled up a bit more. I have an idea about this. This archer is good on the later level. I was thinking I'm gonna rest though. I'm gonna spawn him now. I cannot use a bow. I'm not allowed. It's a Drangelic run. Only Drangelic equipment. But he can. Now this is gonna be a bit tough maybe because he has been vanquished. Wow! Wait a minute, wait a minute. How was he vanquished? Did he fall off a cliff? Maybe. Okay, I think this is kinda tough without. This is gonna be kinda tough. Oh god, there are two of them. This is gonna be kinda tough without, and there's gonna be without a bow. Yeah, without a bow. Ah, mistake. No, 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 no. Okay, this is where. Okay, let's kill this one. Ah, this was just a healer. Okay, I admit this can be very hard for people to play directly. Because you have to fight those would stagger you. I guess I have better. While the others were throwing magic and the other one was a healer. My god. Now I can do something here. I can get that. I hate getting those items. There is another enemy I have to fight there, but better get the bonfire. You don't want to do that again. Should be careful. Now, I don't want to fight those. Because there is an area left, and that area is kinda... Okay, I want to survey a bit. And my weapon is about to break. I don't want to rest though. Because I'm gonna spawn those magic users again. They have these two with the heavy hammers. Man. One that is not a magic user but a healer. And two of these magic users at least. And the thing is, okay, I want to survey the area. There are gaps here. And that's how it is. Because you can really see the. Okay, look, that breaks. Come on. Yeah, half of the swings don't work here. That's a bit awful here. It's awful that here you cannot go. It's a ledge that you cannot go. Also, you think, oh, I'll just go there, but it's an end. It's very misleading. And also, notice here there is a big hole in the ground. I mean, you kinda see the... It's very easy to fall here. That's dangerous there. And here, we have to be careful a bit. Because we're gonna have to fight this one. Oh, our weapon might break. Good. That can be dangerous. I never fought him in the water. And now Drangelic is about... I never fought him in the water. Because he can't even move. I was gonna be grabbed twice. So there are moments where I'm like, okay, I could have died. But those moments are like... I don't know. I always feel in control. In Dark Souls 3, even if I try to play really good, even if I decide to, okay, I'm gonna use my bow or magic for a range, I always feel in control because I see those enemies, they are slow and I can anticipate things. And I know that they just have some attacks that can be deadly. And I reached from A to B without resting, doing everything. No bows. I mean, it helps that my character is level 156, he's very high. Huge vigor. That's the thing that helps now. I'm about to be able to level up. What was I was okay, I was leveling up dex, strength and dex. I so much more enjoy this one. So much more enjoy it than Dark Souls 3, where even if I have an overpowered character, yeah, okay, maybe a level 1 run without a bow would be a disaster here. Fine. My weapon does get. My goal is to do dual Drangelic. We need to level up a lot for that, of course. It's gonna be on NG+. And I'm gonna get the helmet. But the rules are different.
Well.
No twinkling.
Suit yourself.
We didn't got a single twinkling. In that run, usually you get twinklings. We got Archdrake Mace. Okay, that's the Helix hand. We got 2 Staff of Amana. That has an S on intelligence. Magic and Dark. We got previously those. We got, of course, that Archdrake robes, Archdrake gloves. Usually I might get 1 or 2 twinklings.
No interest. Suit yourself.
Sign of Amana is a bit tedious. It's a bit dangerous. Normally do it with bow. Let's see how possible. Of course, it is because I have leveled up a lot for this area. I have a good armor. Certainly, that's a reason. Now here is the problem. I always kill this one with bow. Remove all your rings. Remove all your... Because he is gonna break your stuff. He's doing this continuously. Oof. I never. He's doing. You cannot approach him without him breaking your stuff. I forgot definitely this one. And I have this one. Now that's also an option. Now, I noticed that there is a spawn. The next area is hard without a bow. It's even much harder because you have all of them at the center and the big ones. I don't know why previously the archer died. Maybe he fell into a cliff. So maybe this one will help me a bit. But the thing is, you're gonna enter an area with a healer. And I always did this with arrows. And I feel powerful enough because I have a good character and I have been playing the freaking Dark Souls 3. And everything seems easy now. Oh. You gotta cook! A twinkling, good. Why can I not kill this guy? Okay, we gotta kill this one. That's a nasty area. That is a nasty area. And there's gonna be an invader. Oh, come on. Okay, I need to keep that. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I need to put something. Oh my god, I can't even... Oh boy. What? Wait, he's not even damaged. What an asshole. See, I fall here. I could have died many times, okay. But it still felt like I was somehow in control. If you get me. It still felt like, okay, it gets harder, but I can kinda dissipate some things. And I have a beefier character. But in Dark Souls 3, even if I make a beefier character, things are still bad. Both I cannot control the aggressivity of the enemies, the realization that There is poise doesn't matter. You can be overwhelmed. Here I was overwhelmed by enemies, by everything. Now, the only thing that can kill you here is gravity. And we go here because there's this asshole. That asshole can shoot you from there, and we don't even have a bow. I could have fallen. Also, if you reach here, it's just this area. No, you cannot move in water. This is like an ambush here. This is like a... It's insane. And then this is hard. However... There's nothing here. It's funny you cannot get from those torches. Or you can get from that torch. You can finally see the area for what it is with the torch a bit. I love this section. I love that you find the singing. You're like, what? What is the singing? What? It's a zombie milfanito. What the hell? What the freaking hell now? I use this ring to not break my... But I think it's fine now. I could... I mean, that boss is easy. Although you could technically die if he jumps on you. You could make the mistake. I don't even need the poise. I don't even know if I need something else. Maybe I can just put more health. Why not? Yeah, I think I am OP. But in Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, in the first playthrough I was like 175. Yeah, and I was destroyed by some later bosses. Imagine if I wasn't. So I don't know what to say. What the hell, Demon of Song? Ah, I didn't got you. Oh, I just realized I'm at the very end. Yeah, I was watching people dying here. Oh, I haven't seen that before. Simple-less. Simple-less, baby. Key to the embedded. I was seeing some playing this first time and dying. He was being jumped. And it's a very easy boss if you know. He's gonna jump, go behind, hit 2 times, wait for it to attack. Very easy obvious. And you might say, yeah, that's why Dark Souls 2 sucks. I prefer that. I prefer gimmicky bosses than Dark Souls 3. Actually, there was this discussion. Oh, Dark Souls 3 bosses are so easy. It's much easier. What are you talking about? But they might have meant half of the bosses. Because the early bosses are gimmicky. Deacons of the Deep, Wolnir. Also, they had a gimmick that can insta-kill you, like some Curse Cloud. That magic, how is he called? That magician with the big hat. Okay, the tutorial and the Vord were, they were nice. They had snappy attacks, but they are learnable. They had delayed attacks, but they're easy. It's just the first time I was like, what? This is very aggressive and misleading attacks. But I figured it out that there's a lot of delayed attacks. There's a lot of attacks that are designed to catch your roll. To catch your early roll or your panic roll. But at least they stop sometimes and they do some other things, and if you know it. There are others like Pondiff, for example. And they fuck you up. I'm playing more casually. Now the only thing that can fuck you with these beasts is if they jump, those beasts here, if they jump, they push you down to the ground. In Dark Souls 3 that doesn't happen. They jump and do curse and you are behind them. And they might confuse you and you might get cursed. Now there's this freaking area. Ah, okay, I can also get the bonfire. Man, I so much enjoy it. You know, there's the other thing. I came from Dark Souls 3. So this plays so nicely. Zimansky was talking about... I see him playing Dark Souls 2 for the first time and dying 400 times so far. And he's halfway there. Maybe he reaches 1,000 times when he finishes, but you need to be hollow for this one. And he was saying Dark Souls 1 is a comfort game for him. He's playing. It's weird. Dark Souls being a comfort game, a very hard annoying game being a yeah, because Dark Souls 1 and 2. Now Dark Souls 3 can be a comfort game for some, if they are used to the way the fight works. You know what I mean. By the way, we have this. Have we maxed the Estus flasks? Let's get there. We will continue. Strength. Okay, we're close. We need strength 50 and dex 40. And right weapon 429, 430. Whoa. Ah, only two.
No interest. Suit yourself.
Are we full? Yeah, we have 12.
There and
No? Oh, they don't get you 15. I didn't know in one playthrough. You can full the Estus and have an extra Estus shard that you cannot use. I thought you would get the full and you needed the. And I'm halfway the game. Oh no, maybe I'm near. Oh, I know what I have.
you give us more.
Why do I enjoy this one? The very hated Dark Souls 2 is so janky that people don't even want to play. At least some people.
Give us more.
I only want to English. To English from you. To English.
Give us.
And Dark Souls 3, it's kinda interesting, but yeah, nothing. It's kinda interesting to replay. Shut the fuck up. The thing is, coming from Dark Souls 3, in Dark Souls 3 I'm like, oh, roll, toko. Everything is so aggressive. And here I'm like, sometimes I get punched, sometimes I go, okay, you go 1, 2, I'm gonna roll your thing, I'm gonna break that. Here it seems like I'm calculating my... There are enemies and situations that makes things hard, but it seems like I'm in control for some reason. I can't explain it. In Dark Souls 3, I think I'm getting punished all the time. Lack of poise. And I can replay and make different builds. In Dark Souls 3, okay, I can try a magic build, I can try something, but the game is so aggressive that it's mostly an melee action thing. Although here I prefer to play melee action, but I know there is some strategic in the movement. It's not everything hellishly fast where you have to. And the input queuing I described, and the bad poise system, and so many. The hyper aggressive enemy, the roll cutscene. There are so many things against you. It doesn't let me sell it. Because we are gonna use it somewhere. That's a really good weapon. Where did we got it? And again, this is a Drangelic run, which means I sell everything else other than my Drangelic. And here I sell the duplicates. And I keep everything else. Now, technically, since I'm not playing with magic, I think I need to check that. I can, for example, sell this because I'm not playing with magic. Let's keep 4 of them also. Now that could be also. Those are good, but I'm not gonna use them. I don't know. And I know those are for stamina, but like I care. I keep this one, although I ended up not using them. I have enough repair. The Dark Lurker, if I want to fight the Dark Lurker, I'm gonna need the Fire Butterfly. He's an asshole. It's one of the hardest. Maybe his path is the hardest. I enjoy him less than Fume Knight, for example. Okay, I'm gonna sell them because I'm not gonna do any infusions. Only Twinkling is the only thing I'm gonna need. And I could go and say, not that I use most of them. Some of them are junk. Okay, maybe I sold the magic.
Many deal, many.
I have the Ring of Whispers, but I don't seem to have.
There,
Okay, strength will go at 50. This will go at 40. I can get this at 40. It also is gonna give me more damage at this point, and then it needs to. Everything needs 2 Twinklings at this point.
Don't waste my time.
I need to see that. And maybe if you come from Dark Souls 3 to something else, people say I came from Elden Ring to Dark Souls 3 and it seems easy. Maybe, but in Elden Ring I become a OG and then things are easy and I use Spirit Ashes and it's easy. Okay, the reason I'm going here is... I'm gonna try something also. Without dying, I'm gonna curse myself. And I notice I have poise there. Yeah, the guy is still there. The Twinkling is not. First of all, have I talked to him? Have I used him?
This is.
Oh my god, I forgot to do that.
But. But.
Oh, did he give me? I didn't know. He gave me the second dragon ring. And what else? Why didn't I was pressing it? I didn't notice, man. And the thing is, if you kill him, oh, I don't want. I'm gonna have to do it because I want to see. Did he give me a weapon? Black Scorpion Stinger. He gave me everything. Is it that if you come much later, he gives you more stuff? I'm a bit of an asshole and I want to see if he gives something else. Because normally if you killed him, he gave the second dragon ring. But what if you kill him now? He gave you this, he gave you the stinger. He still gives you something. The second dragon ring again. What? You have two second dragon ring. What is this? Now, this increases HP, stamina and maximum load. So if you kill him, he gives you the second dragon ring, but if you talk him, he would give you a branch of yore. And maybe if you come later and talk to him, I didn't notice, I was just pressing and I missed it. Why did I press and missed it? Because I've seen the dialogues. But now he gives you more if you come later and talk. I still didn't know that. And he gives you a second dragon ring. Two, three, three. Oh my god. I don't even need to be so powerful. That puts me at 57. I'm gonna get the helmet. And I'm gonna get a second Drangelic. The thing is, if I go for the second Drangelic, maybe vitality has to be 30, maybe not. And we're gonna get the third dragon ring. Now I do feel a bit bad for killing. Even if he gave me everything. Now I'm gonna curse myself now. I want to see if and see how poise go. Those dudes were hitting me. Sometimes I missed my sword's hit. Now it doesn't. My sword would hit. And I wasn't getting poised worked. Maybe it works less, I don't know. Now I'm cursed. I just didn't do it by dying. Can I open this door? I can open it. I didn't need to die. I just need to get cursed. See how easy it is if you fail. If you fail to attack, you can roll and avoid usually. In Dark Souls, oh, the worst enemies. Those are the worst assholes in the entire game. Maybe. but they are much easier. Now, you see, many times I was losing my cool because that's the problem. They... And since I came here, we opened the door. Ah, should have done something else.
Milk, my dear, we know. We have, we know. The little and we have this. Use, please. Do use, you take. This is the little and we have this.
I know what that is. Alas, nothing happened. So this one is I've talked. If I didn't have any human effigy, which is highly unlikely, I can uncurse myself here. Highly unlikely, and it's also a long run. And there are those pyromancers here, which are great assholes. Oh my god. Now, they might kill the Milfanito. It happens many times, so I will have... Maybe they did kill her, I don't know. Oh no, this is an exploder. What a fucking asshole. What a fucking asshole. Destroy your equipment. Not this one. And they will roll. They will roll over. They will roll over your attack. Your stamina is depleted. The problem is the stamina. And I'm like, I need to hit! And he's doing magic. The thing is, maybe I have to come here once again. I hope there are no... Because I realize I have the key to the embedded, and maybe they give more. Okay, I think there was another one. There's another one. These are the worst. If they roll your attack, it is the worst. Because they can fuck you up. That's the problem. If you are desperately trying to attack to find the opening, they are doing all this pyromancy, destroying you. Now I'm also beefy, that's the other thing. If I got hit, it was so little that... I'm confused here. Okay, here you fall. Oh, you fall here. And even that is nasty. If you want to get everything, I think that's the last one, isn't it? You get a samurai sword, isn't it? Manslayer. Such an area on the other side, eh? Such an interesting area. But those are nasty. Where's the feather? Oh, did she? Have we been in? We have been in Drangelic. Have we not been in Drangelic? I'm confused now. Why do I not? Oh, you get the feather later. Now, I will need exactly to go to Drangelic. I don't know if I have to fight the pyromancers again. These are now more things that I know I have to do. And I need to go here. You gotta wait here. Gotta use the key to the embedded. It's also a weapon. I don't know how good it is. So what if you don't do that? Because you cannot sell it. It doesn't allow you to sell it. But you don't need to. This is optional. I love this one. I love the mystery of this. Like, what was this? Some guy who was a lock and then imprisoned Milfanito in this weird room. It, this area, it has a lot of lore. You have this demon of song. You hear this singing. It's very creepy here. This makes me think, what was this? In Dark Souls 3 it's like, oh, we have an Orlando game. We have all kind of references to the previous games. But this one, Dark Souls 2 is unique. Sorry. It's very underrated. Very hated for no reason. It's the only one who tries to do interesting thing with its mechanic, besides all the... Why did I went there? Because I think I got... I mean... I should collect more of them, but let's do it. Dark Souls 2 is very unique in many aspects. Dark Souls 1 was unique because it was the first. Okay, there was Demon Souls. Dark Souls 3, they played it safe. Let me think. By the way, I must have missed some areas. Where did I want to go? Oh yeah, Amana again. Okay, you have to back and forth, of course. And unfortunately, I didn't got twinklings. In a regular playthrough, I could get a lot of twinklings from these guys. I would naturally get, without even farming, I would get 2, 3, 5. Now we got 1. These guys and the magic users. They are twinkling. You can easily farm them. I'll just continue. We're gonna get to Inglings from... Oh my god, why? And another twinkling. What the hell? Now here, after we did the embedded, this is gonna give you something.
You hear you risk. Take this. You quell. They may be of no. When we sing, the little this. When we sing.
You see that when she sings, they start glowing. Her singing is help you. And another twinkling. And another twinkling. Can you believe it? Previously, I think I went through the entire area and I got nothing. Smooth and silky stone. Two smooth and silky stones. Now, I think those magician also give you twinkling. They give you crimson water. Let's see. Sometimes they do. I was playing the entire section. Now we have to go to the other Milfanito. Are we gonna fight at least one pyromancer? I don't remember if the pyromancer, if you kill them, you kill them, they don't appear. Or... So we're gonna have to go and... I forgot those assholes. Lots of bleach stones. I just don't remember. Oh my god, so. What is this central thing that I read it? If you are really screwed up in the game and you have no effigies and you are dead, you can go there and cleanse yourself. Imagine though that you are very bad in this game, that you wasted all your effigies. And you have to fight this pyromancer, which is not easy. It can overwhelm you, at least one, to cleanse yourself! How does that make sense? This is the enemy that fucks me up. And he has the... He's doing this. He's doing this thing that is gonna explode. I have to break it. He's a fucking Dex. What an asshole. He's even a fucking Dex. If you say, okay, I'm gonna go and kill him, he's gonna roll over your attacks and then do some magic behind. I came here and I was dying by this guy, and then the other time I died 1 or 2 times. And you are telling me, because what is this? I never knew what that does. That thing never ever does something. And what it does, I read it on the wiki. If you are such a bad player that, or maybe you use all your human effigies to fight the Dark Lurker, and then you have no human effigy, which you can find human effigies. You can, I think you can farm human effigies. I'm not sure. Maybe you cannot. Maybe you have to buy them. Maybe they are limited in a sense. So if you happen to come to this point and you have no human effigies and you are cursed, you can uncurse yourself here, but only if you don't have human effigies. Or if for some reason you wasted all of them and you died again and you are half your health, or 75 if you use a ring. And in order to come here, you have to go from some secret, some area that you don't know how you normally go. And with a very hard pyromancer, that's the only enemy. It could be any other enemy, almost, and I could be like, okay, I can smash this enemy. Which player that is so bad that who could survive just to uncurse himself here, go through the pyromancer? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you put such a hard pyromancer here?
We hear us. You take the lid and with this. The lid.
So I got a fire seed or a smooth and silky stone. I got a fire seed. That's where you can get an extra fire seed. That is funny. Like, what the fuck? Ah yeah, so that's why I came here again. Now I'm gonna go back and forth to do errands. I came here because, you know, if you use the key to the embedded, then you should talk to the 2 Milfanitos and get extra stuff. I must see vanilla. In vanilla, did they have the pyromancer or did they have something else? So they're... Shut up. They're more clever. Oh, Scholar is better because the enemy placement has improved. Was it that? Oh, Soul of Brown Knight, okay. I'll continue playing Dark Souls 2. I so much enjoy. And I so much feeling control in general. Now I level up, but even with a low level character I can kinda... I don't feel like I'm getting jumped all the time. I did do strong attacks. Mundane. I tried the mundane build on the PS5. I might still have the build, but it's okay. I'm not. I made all my stats go to 20, but you have to spend a lot to go to 21, 22, 23. You have to put everything equal. Sell anything except the Drangelic. Oh, there's the double. That's funny. Don't sell the. It's not like, okay, that's only the negative. That it would be nice if you can sell the souls for exactly their price. That's on Dark Souls 3 and above that they fixed it. So now you need 34. I don't even need to use that soul. I did the mana. I'm gonna go for... Maybe I can make the video shorter. It might be a good idea to close this chapter and start a new one. Because I can continue playing, continue recording, but... So we did a mana. We did the harder, maybe hardest area without a bow. But again, we're level 161. The reason we are is because of the... Okay, I play a Drangelic, so I sold everything. I literally sold everything. If you play such challenges, you realize if you don't, you are keeping all the weapons, all the stuff, you're getting the soul, maybe you can get a good soul weapon. But now you're like, no, I'm gonna use everything. I don't even need to buy stones, upgrade my pyromancy. In all my playthroughs, I tend to be like, okay, let's upgrade the pyromancy. And then I end up not playing with pyromancy. Okay, let's put some points to attunement, because maybe I'll do some magic. But here it was very precise. And that's why I got 161 level so early in the game. And that's great. Because I realize much easier build and fun. In Dark Souls 2 this wouldn't necessarily happen. You are getting punished even if you are over leveled. Anyway guys, I'm going for another. I'll continue, I'll just stop the recording and go for a new one.